Tonight on Bondi Rescue. It's a baptism of fire for new trainee Dunstan.
We've got a suspected spinal going, got a dislocated shoulder, and kind of all happening right now.
That was nuts, man.
His first swim at Bondi, an Irish traveller loses his luck. And aggro on the beach.
Just give me the ball back, otherwise I'll snap your jaw right in front of everyone. Whack straight across the face.
Police hunt down the suspect.
You've been identified, the suspect from assault.
But have they got the right man?
Well, me.
Millions flock to Bondi's shores every year. Lifeguards watch over as many as 40,000 people at one time.
It's one of the toughest beaches in the world to manage. Works out to probably around 6,000 people per lifeguard and can be very, very stressful at times.
Make your way back to shore, right away.
Managing big crowds and high risk involves careful planning.
One guide's up in the tower, one on each rhinos. Some of the other guys will be spread on the beach as well. Plus there'll be one on the jet ski, which will be getting called to different rescues. All the time we're moving around, you're never leaving an area which we think that could be dangerous and someone's life could be at risk.
Becoming a buoyant blue is no easy task. For the past 3 years, lifeguards have been blooding young hopefuls into the service through a new trainee program. The first trainee was a boy from the suburbs, Blake.
They make everything look so easy and it's not even close to being easy at all.
Last season's trainee was Maxi.
Not many people could say they get their dream jobs at 16. I'm really stoked.
The newcomer this season is 19-year-old local surfer Dunstan. Having come through the ranks of the local surf club, protecting lives is already in his blood.
Well, I started surfing when I was about 6, and then joined Nippers when I was about 7. Yeah, I've always wanted to be a lifeguard since I was like a little grommet, really.
Trainees serve a 1-year apprenticeship and also study at TAFE. But even then, they won't earn their stripes until head lifeguard Hoppo decides they're up to it. Before then, Dunstan has lots to learn and even more to prove.
My goal is probably to stay here for a couple of years until I'm, I don't know, 40, 50. Be pretty good, get old like H or Box or Hoppo.
Backpackers rip.
So many heads in there you can't see.
A woman signals for help as another swimmer keeps her afloat. Rookie Dunstan gets an early opportunity to show what he's made of. Rips are a danger to most beachgoers, but Dunstan uses it to fast-track his passage out.
Pretty good, Dunstan, isn't it? He's very natural.
As he retrieves the woman, it's a textbook Bondi rescue from the young recruit.
When you see someone struggling, kind of just go into the zone, you just get out there as fast as you can. You don't even realise you're out there before you even know it. Going out knowing someone is going under and you've got to get to them within seconds. You get your heart in your mouth sometimes.
Working on Bondi might seem like every teenager's dream job. But Dunstan has chosen a career where mistakes can cost lives.
As soon as you come in, you've got to check the oxys and the medikits and all the jet skis are fueled and all the bikes and things, so everything's ready for the day. Defib is probably the most important thing we've got. Make sure the battery's on. Yeah, it's flashing.
If you get lazy, don't check something, and we have to use that piece of equipment during the day and it doesn't work, well, you know, you're in trouble. You probably lose your job, and so you should.
We get everything down here from drug busts and fights on the beach to major wounds, rescues, resuscitations in the water. And the two trainees that we've got, Maxi and Dunstan, they've seen a little bit of it, but I'm sure they'll get a bit of a shock when it really turns on.
Starting to get the hang of it. All the boys are showing me the ways. I reckon I could handle a busy day now. I'm confident.
That day has now arrived. As the temperature tops 35 degrees, it seems everyone and everything has taken flight to Bondi. Dunstan's baptism of fire is about to begin.
ATV to Bondi Central.
Patrolling on the ATV, Dunstan has collected a patient at the north end.
Got a guy dislocated his arm. I'm just going to bring him up to the tower.
He's got him on the bike, so let's just see how he goes.
He's got a bit of a dislocated shoulder.
23-year-old Eli dislocated his shoulder body surfing.
I was running the wave.
Yeah.
And as I was going up, I think I put my arm back in.
Yeah.
Excruciatingly painful, dislocations require heavy-duty pain relief.
It's a whistle and it takes the pain out, OK? You want it?
It's like a needle, what is it?
No, mate, it's a big, huge needle. No, mate, that's about it. Tastes a bit like juicy fruit chewing gum. All right?
The green whistle contains a powerful analgesic gas, a painkiller trainees aren't allowed to administer.
That's it.
Midway through the treatment, there's a knock at the door. It isn't good news.
Yeah, he's got a guy with a his neck.
A large crowd swarms around the suspected spinal injury.
Right next to Neil McDonald's, the back of the beach. Is your life?
On a day trip to Bondi from Sydney's inner west, 13-year-old James dived head first into a sandbank.
You hear any noise?
Just everyone stand right back.
He was diving and he was diving wrong because it was too shallow, and he came out and he was complaining to the girls that he was hurting, and then he fell onto the ground.
He didn't feel well and couldn't move his neck.
As they wait for paramedics, a friend gives James's anxious father the news.
They're just taking procedures. They're calling the ambulance now. His dad was upset. Yeah. Bad news. Yeah.
My heart stopped beating. I came, I was like, what happened to him? When I found out, I felt like really dizzy and I felt like I was gonna...
We're all really close, and when something happens...
Yeah, we're like family.
Everyone just stay back a bit, please.
Back in the tower, the green whistle has worked its magic on Eli.
Huh? You right?
Yeah, I'm feeling dizzy.
Dislocations require specialist treatment. Little else can be done until paramedics arrive.
First hand goes for the...
Yeah. We've got another one coming.
2 ambulances are on their way to Bondi. But when the knock comes on the door, it's another patient.
I was taking this guy.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. You want to come up and sit on the bed?
I cut it at work, across the road, and went for a swim and stopped bleeding.
Trainees don't normally treat patients unsupervised, but with lifeguards fully occupied, Dunstan is on his own.
I reckon stitches best to flap. I'm telling him to go up to the medical centre, get checked out. I reckon they could stitch it because it goes pretty deep.
We've got a suspected spinal going, got a dislocated shoulder, and guy's got a pretty bad cut on his foot. So it's kind of all happening right now. Okay, here the boys are right here for you. All right?
Hey, mate, I'm Marty. This is Leanne.
How are you? You know we've got a spinal going on too. Yeah.
Back at the suspected spinal injury, the growing problem is the crush of people.
It's just too crowded down here, mate. He's kind of freaking.
Just stand back, everyone.
Everyone was back.
More lifeguards are needed to assist.
Yeah, go and help the boys if you can, Deano.
On one of the busiest days of the year, rookie Dunstan gets the call to his first ever spinal incident.
This looks out of control down here.
He's given the all-important job of immobilising James's head,
Over his eyes, so if he wants to look up.
preventing any further injury to his spine. At 19, the rookie lifeguard is barely older than his patient.
Everyone just stay back a bit, please.
Keep on the whistle for me.
Meanwhile, things with Eli aren't going to plan.
Eli, open your eyes for me.
Eli, open your eyes, lady.
There you go, mate.
Analgesic gas has numbed the pain.
Eli.
But has Eli had too much?
Eli. You just want to stop filming, mate. Eli, open your eyes.
Eli, open your eyes, lady.
It's the first time Kerbox has had a patient fall unconscious from the effects of the green whistle.
Open your eyes for me.
It's pretty scary. I was just talking to Marty, the paramedic. He said, yeah, if they put their thumb over the thing, they inhale too much, you can just knock them out, which I just saw. So, yeah, it was got a bit scary for a second there.
For the past 40 minutes, every lifeguard on Bondi has been tied up. Brad and Yatesy are busy pulling swimmers from rips at Southend.
Hey, you silly bugger. There you go.
Head lifeguard Hoppo scans the water with Beardy, who's meant to be on his lunch break.
My sandwich will be a few rescues, I think. That's about all I'll have.
Beardy tried to go to lunch about half an hour ago, and unfortunately the poor buggy just still...
Yeah, it's unfortunately when it all happens down here.
Dunstan is still keeping his first spinal case immobilised as they wait for paramedics.
Unfortunately, everyone wants to look, and it can really be daunting to the patient and makes them freak out a little bit. And probably the last thing we want the patient to do is moving around with a suspected spinal injury.
Whippet to Bondi Central. I just saw a couple of coppers walking along the promenade. You want to just send them down just so we can try and keep this crowd back a little bit?
If you could just sort of move the crowd for the ambos, and the boys are having a bit of trouble down there with them. Thanks heaps, guys.
Give him some space. That's on the way, all right, buddy? Thanks, mate.
The paramedic that just treated Eli is called in to assess young James.
Is it sore in your neck? A little bit. What about your arms? Can you squeeze my fingers for me?
All right, how long?
That's good.
Dano's down here. He kind of come down to lend a hand, which is good, and he's doing a good job. He's got his head and helping the paramedic out. So everything they can learn from them and us is a bonus.
Another car coming down. If we've already got a patient in our car, and we're going to load you up and take you up to the kids' hospital, all right? Huh?
I'll come meet him at the hospital with a few other boys, see how he's going. Hopefully they discharge him, take him out, and everything will be all right.
That was the first proper spinal I've had. It's pretty intense going straight from a guy that's popped his shoulder out straight into a guy that's had a massive gash on his leg, straight into all the boys wanting help with the spinal. It was pretty intense.
That's exactly what we need him to start getting amongst it.
He came down, he jumped, Danny put him straight on the head, and he went off.
Perfect. Went down there, boom, shoulder, bang.
No worries, boys.
Proud of you, mate. You're pretty good.
That was nuts, man. That was good, but...
So, trainee lifeguard Dunstan is up and running.
It's awesome.
Make sure you talk yourself up. He's great in the water. He's constantly monitoring the water all the time. I think he's got what it takes.
Thanks, bro.
How he performs from here on in will define whether or not he becomes a fully fledged lifeguard.
Dunstan's doing pretty good. He's a little bit quiet though, so I think he's still finding his feet. But, he's going to be great.
Bondi is a place where people kick back and escape the stresses of everyday life. But there's always someone who spoils the fun.
What's happened? Your ball or your ball?
We've got a little ball, and we threw it and they picked it up. So we went to get it back once they threw it in the water and started chasing us and then hit him in the face.
Okay, this is our ball. The guy
probably find it. We can call the police if you want.
The last thing Daniel and Dean were expecting on Bondi was to be assaulted.
I'm holding it. He goes, give me the ball back, otherwise I'll snap your jaw right in front of everyone. Right here, right now. I go, look, I don't want to start a fight. Here, take the ball. And he gets the ball. Oh, don't ever do that again. Whack, straight across the face.
I'll be calling the police to get the ball and get them... I was going to go down there and cop it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you worried about getting...
Yeah.
Are they still at the beach?
Yeah. And then we saw them around our friends right now. They were looking
Can you point
for
them
us.
out to us? Whereabouts are they at?
We'll show you, but then he punched him in the jaw.
If you can point them up here, show us where you might worry about.
Or just on the other side of his sort of...
In behind here somewhere.
Yeah, behind here, yeah.
What colour board shorts has he got?
Plain white
board shorts. Plain white? How tall is he?
5'6".
Still in shock from the assault, Daniel must provide an accurate description. But locating the assailant among tens of thousands of people won't be easy.
Short, stubby, neck muscle, short trim beard, or, either there or there, and I think it's shaved hair.
Yeah. Could you be able to point him out to us if you see him again?
Definitely.
Yeah.
The culprit is described as short and stubby, with a thick neck, thinly trimmed beard, and possibly a shaved head.
Around you, were they?
Yeah, we're some around here.
Positive identification will likely lead to an arrest.
Is that the guy there in the white shorts?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's him?
100% sure. All right.
The boys seem certain, but if this is the wrong man, these sunbathers are in for a rude shock.
Can't say promise. At the moment, right, you've been identified. The
There's a suspect from assault.
Where?
Okay?
What? Me?
Yeah, just listen to me. I've got to give you your rights, all right? So at the moment, we're arresting you for assault. That is where I'll be. At the moment, all right, you've been identified. There's a suspect from assault.
Where?
Okay?
What? Me?
Yeah, just listen to me. I've got to give you your rights,
The
all right?
finger of blame has been pointed at this man for assaulting a teenage boy. But have they got the right man?
You say I do, I will record and at the point of the
know what it is.
All right, so you want to come up with us, mate? Grab your stuff.
Where?
Around here, there's a kid with a ball, mate. Apparently, that's the allegation.
What?
We just got him.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll talk to you, mate, once it's all sorted.
We'll go to the station, we'll conduct some inquiries.
That's funny. We literally just got
Depending on those inquiries, mate,
came back from the sand.
what your version of events are, mate, and then we'll talk about from there.
That's funny, that's all. I showed my parking ticket in my car.
Good, mate, listen. We'll go back
Oh, let's
and
go.
sort this out.
We'll sort it out, but I'll show you my parking ticket in my car if you want.
The man claims he has a parking ticket that proves he wasn't even on the beach when the assault happened.
You want to go have a look at the ticket first? I'm telling you, mate. You guys are off the
You got the keys on you?
Yeah. We just got him, mate. Get him to come up here.
Just say that.
The cowardly assault demands police action, but a man's reputation is on the line.
Hey, mate, you come up here. Where's your other mate?
Just how accurate was the boy's description of their attacker?
How certain are you that this guy is the guy? We need you to be 100%. We can't have any doubt at all. And we need to know that that is the guy that slapped you.
Now I can't honestly remember. I'm in shock, to be honest.
Yeah, I understand that. Sometimes when you're in shock, people look the same, but if you're 100% sure that's a guy...
Oh, well, I can't say if it's 100% enough. I can't say it is or isn't.
So you just come down here and ask.
Assault can attract a jail sentence. Whether or not the man is charged is now in the hands of Daniel and his mates.
If we show you the guy, will you know if it's him or not?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, good.
Do you remember the guy's face?
No, I just remember
We'll come back and speak to you. Just don't go anywhere, because we'll be back in 2 seconds. Yeah. How many is in your group?
Just three of us. We came three of us in the car.
Where'd you come from?
West Ryde.
You need to be 100% sure that that's the actual guy that done it to you.
I don't know how many percent I'm...
Yeah, as I said, when you're in shock, a lot of things happen to you and you...
I saw the guy too.
Yeah.
And I don't want to charge the wrong guy on something that he didn't do, so...
Yeah. No, that's fine, mate. Look, 100% sure. We need to be 100% sure of his identity. That's all. So.
To their credit, Daniel and Dean withdraw the allegation.
Sorry about the trouble.
No dramas, mate.
Thanks so much.
Police are satisfied it's not the right man.
Just going to keep looking through, see if we can see someone of a similar description.
Suspect 1 minute, innocent beachgoer the next. Finally, everyone cools off. It's just another day on Bondi. At South Bondi, Dunstan is hoping to pick up some tips from the old hand Whippet.
Definitely struggling.
A distressed swimmer is being held above water in the impact zone. Whippet, one of the best watermen on Bondi, bolts in. The man's rescuer struggles to keep both of them above water. Now, both are in trouble. Whippet's quick response averts what could have been a double tragedy.
Climb up on the board.
Irish backpacker Patrick dreamt of surfing his first wave at Bondi, but not quite like this.
No worries, mate. See the dangerous current signs, the yellow sign? Yeah. Don't swim near them. Head up between the flags.
It sucks you out. You don't realise how far out you're going. And then before you know it, you're being sucked out more and more.
After Whippet's copybook rescue, it's Dunstan's chance to follow suit. Despite being a good swimmer, a man is caught in a rip at Southend.
Lay down on your stomach. panic.
Dunstan makes short work of the rescue, then assumes the man will be safe in shallower water.
Probably jump off here if you want. Don't swim around here, right? It's really dangerous currents here. So just swim further across.
After collecting a stray boogie board, he discovers the man he just rescued is again going backwards in the same rip. With all eyes on the rookie, Dunstan redeems himself.
Yeah, I dropped him off on the shore and I saw people still at the back, so I thought, oh, I could go check it out. I didn't realise it's still pretty deep. He's still struggling to swim in. I thought he could stand. So I quickly just told him to get off and go in, and I realised he was still struggling to swim. Bit of a rookie error.
You can always take the patient to shore. It's just they're going to be fatigued and exhausted, and they might say they're all right because there's a little bit of embarrassment being rescued. So always try and take them to shore. You save yourself rescuing the same people twice. When if you do have to go out the back, at least you know one person's absolutely safe. Don't worry, you did good, bud. Handled it well.
Despite his rookie error, Dunstan is earning respect among the boys in blue. And there's no better sign of acceptance than being given a nickname. Goodbye, Dunstan, and hello.
Deano.
There you go, boys.
Deano, how'd you go, Deano?
Next time on Bondi Rescue, the brave, the beautiful, and the bizarre. Maxi gets to prove himself. And chaos